Live from Studio 2A in PIX Plaza, this is the PIX 11 News at 10.
All right, G, thanks. The teen gunman in a Washington state school shooting reportedly lured his friends to the scene of the crime via text. Police say 15-year-old Jalen Freiberg targeted his 5 friends, luring them to the school's cafeteria via text message and then shooting them before he turned that gun on himself. The death toll in that shooting now stands at 3. Last night, 14-year-old Gia Soriano died in the hospital. 2 students died at the scene. 3 other students remain hospitalized. Joining me now to talk about these revelations is Dr. Joe Taravella, the supervisor of pediatric psychology at NYU Langone Medical Center. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
He texted his friends to meet him, luring them. Does this tell you anything more about his state of mind than if he just randomly saw them in the cafeteria? What does this tell you?
Yes, it really states that this was some kind of premeditated act. Apparently, some of these individuals were relatives of his. This was a very popular student, a popular guy engaged in sports and other activities who, according to all reports, was doing very well. Something went awry, and this guy snapped, and we know what happened. This
guy was popular. You just said it. Everybody said it. In a lot of cases you hear, oh, they were quiet, they were kind of loners, they were outsiders. Not this guy. He was a popular guy. He was essentially like the homecoming prince of his freshman class. Is it rare to see somebody who's perceived as popular to do something like this compared to the loner who we typically see?
It is. You know, typically we see more people that are loners, but for someone to be so popular and appears to have such a great life, it's very rare. But what's concerning to me as a psychologist is we might start seeing more of this. What I'm concerned about is that these children aren't able to cope or adapt to life's difficulties.
These were typical things. Arguing over a girl, a little feud in the family. What makes someone, and I know we can't have definitive answers, but why someone snaps and the rest of us weather the storm?
Right. We may not know why he's snapping, but we do know that in these circumstances, many children don't know how to cope with life's adversities. And so parents need to have a conversation with their children about how to deal with tough times. We all face them. And over time, if we create a national conversation, not only about gun safety in towns, but about how to deal with adversity and that things will get better, it will make it a safer place for all of us.
You know, we see more and more of these shootings. The statistics are staggering. 74 school shootings in the past 18 months. Do you have any perspective on why? Is it a copycat situation? Has it become glorified? It does seem like there's more and more of these.
It is. It's also gaining more media attention. I think social media has a lot to do with it. On average, it equates to about 1 shooting per week. And it's very disconcerting to look at these statistics. I think we need to take a look at the conversations that we're having with our children about gun control, about gun safety. There's a public advocacy group that started by former Mayor Mike Bloomberg called Every Town for Gun Safety to educate yourself on what's happening, how to create safer communities, and live better lives.
All right, Doctor, thank you very much. We sure appreciate it. Joe Taravella, the supervisor of pediatric psychology at NYU Langone Medical Center. Thank you for those perspectives. We appreciate it.